Frustrating day for me today because, again, I'm going to bed late again, and this time I ended up in a loss too. And I think it makes days like yesterday um mean a lot more, right? Because I'm scared yesterday, it ends up going my way, I have a minimal win, and then days like today, I'm less scared, I'm more confident, and then you take your setup and then you lose, right? So it kind of sucks for me. Down $140 today. Um, it is what it is. It's been a tough time. Like, it's literally been a tough time for me as of late. Had a terrible month overall. It's not been fun. I guess you could call this another. Well, today's Tuesday night, so it's not Wednesday night woes, but um, another loss on a Wednesday, but really it's Thursday night or Thursday. But anyway, let's kind of get into the trade today. Um, I got it on replay right now, so you can kind of see volume profile is kind of acting up. I hate when it's like that, but we'll quickly go over the trade here. So here, nice break on high volume of the zone. This orange line here is representing resistance, so we literally did hit that resistance point. But for me, once we break that zone on high volume, I'm like, that's such an awesome trade. We're gonna have an awesome setup. Now we're just waiting for it to pull back. It does pull back, but high volume. But to me, I'm like, it's fine as long as we show high volume confirmation upward, right? And we'll kind of talk about why, even though this is a good trade, why there are other factors that I now have to start considering as to why in the future this may not be a good trade is because of news, right? So let's continue here. So we're getting our perfect pullback here. I absolutely love it. We're waiting for high volume confirmation. It wants to go. So we get that, but then boom. High volume confirmation, big green candle up, off point of control, off VWAP, off prior day value area high, breaking through current session value area high. So it's like, again, I've had these trades in the past where it's like, it's showing everything that you want, right? Point of control, VWAP, prior day value area high, breaking through on high volume. Um, this current session value area high. Again, you had that break of the zone on high volume, you had the pullback, you had the higher volume, right? So that was perfect. But I think on a normal day like this would be an awesome trade to have, you know? It's like you could be like, well, Vic, again, I don't trade until 8 o'clock, but it's like here you broke the zone and then you came back and then what happened? But like this volume is not like this volume, right? So this volume is not like that volume, as you can see, right? But here, yes, this volume is not like this volume, but this volume is significantly higher than all of these previous candles that you've had up until this one, right? So to me, that was a significant volume. That was where exactly what you wanted. You got the candle associated with it too, and you're heading higher and you're bullish, right? Completely bullish on this time frame right now. So it has everything that you wanted. I hope all of my orders were flattened because I it looks like they were. I don't think I have any open orders. Okay, cool. I don't have any open orders. I thought I did for a second there. I was like, oh man. Um, but that's just what happens, and that's literally okay. Like it's just one of those things that occurs is that you have, you know, perfect setups like this work out. You think you're heading higher, you think you're getting in well, but then literally it falls. It fell on high, like decently high volume, but it still wasn't as big as that. I still thought we were valid. Still on point of control value area high, bouncing around, kind of doing its thing. But I think the thing that killed me today was just news, right? So we had red folder news at 9:30. If you come to Trading View, 9:30, that's where that huge red candle happened right here, right? The volume wasn't that much though, so I wasn't really thinking anything of it. And I'm so used to red folder news being like during the day that I'm usually not concerned with it at night, but I think I have to start being concerned with it at night. So we had that. So that was CPI for Australia, I believe. And New Zealand had red folder news at 10 o'clock, and then New Zealand had a press conference, I believe. But if you look at the volume was not really affected by that. There's no volume as high as that one. So I wasn't really thinking that we were not going to hit higher. You even see high volume here. The candle isn't the best, but it's still like, okay, we could be heading higher here, right? And it's just a bunch of chop, and I think that's what makes it the most frustrating too, is you're in a bunch of chop, you're just waiting and waiting for hours. Nothing is happening, 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 and it literally just continues like that. You even get this nice green candle here. Obviously, you have this red candle here, but you have this nice green candle again, right? If I wanted to add, I would add there too. So we head all the way to these highs, and that was it. After that, we just plummeted down, and now we're here. So this would be my setup again. We break the zone. We want to start pulling back, right? At some point, we'll pull back. Then we get high volume confirmation to the downside, and then we go from there. So it is what it is. Like, I'm not, like, I think that's the frustrating part about trading right now for me is that, like, it's like I'm in this, like, break even phase, and it's partially down to me, right? Like, I go back and look at all my trades. I'm like, if I had let a lot of my trades run, I would have been a lot more profitable than I am right now. But then today, when again I had doubts that okay, this might not work, this maybe I should just get out at break even. I was like, no, like just let it run, you know, let it go. Because most of the time my stuff works, and then today's the day that it doesn't work. Right now, it's only $140 loss, but it's like I've been stuck here for so long. I took another good trade. I'm taking good trades. And I think that's the thing I have to start reprogramming my brain is like regardless of however the trade happened, it was a good trade and we took it. It was our perfect setup and we took it. Like I literally look at my notes in my phone. I drew up exactly how I want my setup to look like and it literally looks like how I showed, you know, on volume profile. And then you set your stop loss. I set my stop loss maybe a little bit lower, and I think that's something I can start correcting too, is because I keep setting my stop losses lower than where they should be, and when I lose, then I lose bigger than what I should, right? So today should have only been like $100 loss, but instead it was 140, So yeah, I don't know. It's just one of those things, but yeah, I have to start reprogramming my brain saying, look, like it's not about whether you take a winning trade or a losing trade. It's about whether you take a good trade or a bad trade. And again, we took another good trade today. We executed well. We even added to the trade position too, because I really had belief that it was going to work. We added really low here at 467 here, but it just didn't work out. And there's nothing I can really do about that. There's nothing I can really do about that. And we have to accept it and we move on with our lives. But it sucks because it's like all I want to do is win. That's all I want to do is win. All I want to do is make money for me and my family. All I want to do is make money for my friends. That's all I want to do is make money for them. But I can't right now because it's so hard. It's so frustrating. I'm thinking like, well, maybe should I just take a payout on this account? You know? So I just take a payout on this account and then just focus on my combines, or should I just keep this going? You know? Just get the $125 payout, like, but I've always said I want the full $2,000 to trade with, and that's what we're doing right now. We have exactly $931.14 left in this account. It sucks. I'm tired, literally and figuratively as well, because I just want to win. And yesterday I had an opportunity to win, and I did win, but I won small, and that's how it costs you. But then today I had more confidence. I made sure to come in with a good mindset that whatever trade I take, I'm gonna let it go, I'm gonna let it run, and this happens. So, but again, lessons to learn for today is first of all, kind of knowing where you're at in the market. We had this huge move up during the day. It's only fair that we consolidate, right? We really have to wait for a break of resistance as well. So for me, that would have been above 489. So even though we did get exactly my setup, we kind of needed some more follow through and then a pullback. Um, but again, it's still a good trade. Like I'm not gonna sit here and say it's not a good trade. And like any other time, you could say this is a bull flag, right? If you go on the 15 minute, you could be like, well, that's a bull flag, and then we can just break higher here. Like there's no guarantee that the market won't go higher or it will go lower. There's no guarantee, you know. So again, I'm not upset at the trade. I think it's a good trade. It's a good trade. There's nothing wrong with it, you know. But I guess those are the things I can look at and say, okay, well, it could be better. It could be better. But I think one of the things too, I forgot his name. It starts. I'm gonna butcher his name. I'm not even gonna try, but there's this YouTuber who's like, hey, like sometimes it just doesn't work. And I think that's just one of those days. I just have to be like, okay, well, it just doesn't work, you know? I just have to accept that and just be like, well, it just didn't work for me. So that's okay. Um, we'll just keep getting better and keep doing what we need to do to improve and hopefully just continue to work hard. You know, that's all we can do. That's all we can do. I appreciate all the lessons though. Alexa, stop. I appreciate all the lessons though. I appreciate learning. I appreciate taking all these good trades too. Like six good trades, four winners, two losers, I believe. So we just gotta keep it going. Like there's nothing wrong with that. Over time, I know that it'll set up for me. I know that I'll be profitable from it. But in the meantime, you just gotta take your L's on the chin and keep going forward. That's all we can do is just accept the loss and move forward. So. You know, this month has not been pretty as well. It's been a rough month for me. We're gonna end the month negative, it looks like. You know, we made no progress this month. A lot more red days, some of them extremely avoidable, like the 13th and the 19th, the 12th as well. Avoidable, avoidable, avoidable. Um, but yeah, it happens. We keep it going. We keep doing what we gotta do, and we just gotta keep it going. I don't know what else to say. You know, we just gotta keep it going. We gotta keep the faith. Gotta keep it going, man. So, anyway, guys, that's it for today's video. Um, Again, another not really as short as yesterday, but shorter than my previous videos a little bit. I'm tired. I have to go to sleep soon. Got work in the morning again. Today at work was a bit crazy. Had me floating around a little bit as well, which also uses a lot of mental energy. Um, You know, so like I switched from outpatient to inpatient or inpatient to outpatient. So you go from working with patients in the hospital to working with people who come in the clinic and see you. So just one of those things where I'm like, okay, well, it can be mentally draining and mentally taxing. So then when you come home and you're on the charts and the trade is taking forever and you lose. And yeah, it does suck for sure, but we'll keep it going, man. We got to keep trading stoically. We got to accept our losses, and we'll continue to get better. So, that's it for this one, guys. Hope you guys are trading well, trading better than I am. But I'm not trading bad though, to be honest. I'm not trading bad. I'm trading fine. Since the 20th, I've been trading fine. So hope you guys are trading well though, better than me. Hopefully you guys are having an awesome month. If not, we'll bounce back. We'll always bounce back. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Keep trading stoically.